this, as well as the finisher and the finishing track. So we'll be doing a shopping list template, which everyone tends to quite like. We've got the two different circuits to do, lots of variety, lots of changes. So anyway, I'll go through the detail as usual once we've warmed up. Okay? Right, here we go. Right. This is your pro lunge rotation. So push up position. Bring your left foot to the side of your left hand. Then just drop that left elbow and then reach. Rotate and then switch. Right foot in. Drop and rotate. There you go, that's it. Back to jazz. 2 circuits to do here. We've got 5 exercises, we're doing 30 seconds on each, with 10 seconds rest. We're going to end up doing 5 sets of each of those 5, so 25 sets. Okay? We're doing them shopping list style. So some of you know what that means, some of you don't. So we're going to do exercise 1, then exercise 1 again, and then add number 2. Back to number 1, number 2, then add number 3. Back to the start, 1, 2, 3, add number 4. Back to the start, peak round, and all 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Back to the start, but we've done 5 of number 1, we can tick it off, so we start with 2, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we've done 5 of the first 2, we can tick them off, yeah, 3, 4, 5, and so on and so forth until you've done 25 sets. So you can't really, good morning, morning Lewis. You can't really go wrong, you can follow me anyway. All you need to know is your 5 exercises, okay? So let me go through those now. Right, number 1, squat cleans, the classic kettlebell movement. It's a fundamental movement to get. There's that pulling and catching. You're going to use your hips. Just bend the knees a little bit, and you pull it nice and close to the body. So you don't want to go out here with it, you're not swinging it. It's the same sort of start of the swing, but then you're pulling it up. And then catch it like this. Okay? Then when it's there, you're going to do a squat and back. Through the hips, pull and catch, squat. You can iron that out and get it even more fluid when you're more advanced. So it's a pull and a catch and a squat almost in on somatics, going up and descending to the squat and catching it. Well, that comes with practice. The first thing to do is just get that pull, catch, squat. Squat, your knees need to go out. You're sitting into that gap. Over the toes, head and chest stay high. Okay. So that's number 1. Number 2, geckos, not too bad this one. Slow and focused. So you're in a push-up position with a wide stance of your feet, look. Then you're going to bring that knee in to that arm. Almost on your tiptoes, and that squeeze. Push to the side. So you're really squeezing your obliques. Okay? Not too tough that, but it gives you a bit of breathing space. So the next one is a goblet rear lunge. So you're holding up there again in that position, but just hold it the whole time. And you come into your rear lunge, step back, drop the knee. Remember for your lunges, stay on your train tracks. So imagine you stood on train tracks, yeah, shoulder width. Okay? And then step back. The dance teacher that I know did tell me a good tip is to literally keep your toe on the floor and imagine you're sliding down that line. And that's actually a pretty good tip really. Okay, so it helps you stay. Just stay on those lines, okay? Right, next one. Boat press. You want to be light. If you're a beginner, you might just want to do away with the weight entirely and just practice the boat, like cell first, which is just that. You're keeping the core tight and just balancing. If you want to take it a stage further with the boat press, hold the kettlebell however you want, it doesn't matter. Just centre the weight, just press up and down. So it's changing that centre of gravity, making your body work even harder. Especially your abs, okay? And then the last one, feels called Navy SEAL burpee. You go down, one knee in, and then up. Down, one knee, and then back up, okay? That's your 5, okay? Shopping style then, number 1.
Give it a go with this.
So, 25 sets we're doing. Okay. Right, set that time. And then we're good to go. Right, Well done. Any new starters? We've got one new start today. Keep welcome, mate. Always adapt to suit. Make it work for you. Okay, pace yourself. And like I said to the bit earlier, nail the form first, then worry about the weight. And also, the fundamentals, squat correctly, squat full depth, hips moving out. All those things you need to know, then you can move up the weight. Honestly, the worst thing is moving up the weight while still in bad movement patterns. because all that'll do is exaggerate the bad movement patterns. You'll be strong through the bad movement patterns, but extremely weak through range. We don't want that. So, range, form, and function first. Adding weight is the very, very last thing to do. Okay? I know sometimes it's not nice for the ego. You have to just leave the ego at the door when it comes to this sort of training. Anyway, here's your next circuit. Again, do your version, pace yourself, go light, work on range. Okay, here we go. Alternate piston. I'm just going to get a map for this one. Okay, alternate piston leg raise. So one down, and then you're switching like this. So you're moving and crossing over. Okay, hands can go flat, but don't sit on them. Okay, because that's doing the job your core should be doing for you, i.e. pulling your spine into the ground. So you can have your hands flat, lift your head and shoulders up, and if you need to make it a bit easier, do bent leg version. Okay, as long as the movement's happening at the hips. Okay, and then the tougher version is your straight legs. Okay, so that's number one. So straight legs, you get your core working there. Number two, staggered push-ups. So, good practice this is getting an offset. So, you might just start off in a standard push-up position, then take one hand forward and one hand slightly back. Okay, and then you're going to press up, switch. Okay, now the side that's back, that elbow should come in tight to the hip. Okay, like that. Okay, so it's really good practice for engaging the lat cut in the press up. Worst comes to worst, just do it on the knees again. Okay, so on the knees, push, switch, take your time. Push. Get that elbow in. Okay, it's all about engaging the lats to get a good press up. Right, the next two, kettlebell Z press. Now this sticks in my memory as being nasty. Right, so it all depends on the weight. And if you've got tight hips and tight shoulders, you're going to find it even more difficult. So again, you really do need to scale the weight down. So you're going to sit like this. So a Z press is basically sitting and pressing overhead with your legs like this. So it basically forces your spine, all the muscles that hold the spine straight, to work so hard to keep you in this position. So if you've got any weak areas, this is going to expose it.
Here we go.
Right, you're going to wrap that kettlebell, hand on the chin, and I'm going to press up and back, up and back. You'll notice I get a rotation on it to really press it into the ceiling. Okay? So that's number 3 is one side, and number 4 is the other side. Okay? And then the last one again is a burpee variation. This time, burpee to rear lunge. Okay, so burpee, up, back lunge, back. Okay, like you did with the goblet, but this time body weight. Okay? Right there. Let's do it. Take your time. Pace yourself. Right, everybody ready? Right, back to the start. Two sets of burpees to wrap it up. Right, quick finisher. Okay, 5 minutes and we're done. Held bells. Okay, minute 1, 20. You just watch it with your feet, didn't you? We'll give it a little go. Okay, so 20 dead high pull from the floor to the chin. Not a catch this time, just up. Okay? When you're done, split jacks or just lie and rest. Minute 2, 15 of those, and you're going to replace the last 5 reps with some American swings through the thighs and all the way up. Okay? Back to there. Minute 3, 10 dead high pull. And the last 10 for American swing. Minute 4, 5 dead high pull, 15. And then finally minute 5, 20 American swing, and no dead high pull. it. Let's do it. Right. I'm absolutely dripping this man. Right, we'll stick it on my brow. 1 sec, we'll start. Right. Right, let's do this then. 20 dead high pull on minute 1. Right, go! first time you're here today, I know we've got a new start all the time online. Well done. That was tough mobility. Half an hour deep stretching for the lad. Or we've got tomorrow, Thunderstruck. Another ACDC challenge. 9 AM. See you later.